Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Moods, Minds, and Manifestations podcast, featuring real people, real experiences, and real talk. And I'm your host, Moca. So let's get into it. So I thought I'd deviate a bit from my regular podcast format on this Thoughtful Thursday and do an episode solo. People are busy and it's not always easy to find a time that is convenient for guests to take time out of their day to talk with me. And sometimes thoughts, phrases, or single words pop into my head that really make me think, or they trigger a certain feeling or emotion. So today I want to talk about turning a blind eye and allowing victims to be victimized. So with all that's coming to light on social media and mainstream media about how children have been mistreated and taken advantage of in Hollywood and the music industry, as a parent, I have some thoughts on this. While I have no first or even third-hand knowledge of how things operate in these industries, I will say, as a parent, I can't imagine leaving my children to the mercy of anyone. Both my children dabbled as child models. And yes, we followed certain protocols, grifts, some would even call it, like paying for professional photos and even having them take industry-related workshops and classes. But bottom line, I was never willing to sell their souls for fame and fortune. And I hope now that they're adults, they would never choose that for themselves. I remember being at every gig they had. A few times, I even volunteered my time to help at events, so I would be present and able to watch over them even from a distance. There was even one casting call where parents were excluded from the room. And you best believe my ear was pressed up against the door to hear what was going on inside. Given what's coming out in the press right now, I just really have to wonder, what would make so many parents relinquish their responsibility of keeping their kids safe from harm? Was it that they were naive and too trusting and gullible? Were they blinded by the potential and/or taste of money? Were they drunk on living vicariously through their kids? Were they not fully invested as parents, so their kids' well-being was not utmost priority? I have so many questions. The fact that so many kids were harmed and now struggling, and some themselves even become perpetrators, is heartbreaking and equally mind-blowing. On the one hand, great, witnesses are finally speaking up. But on the other hand, were the kids' demise not profound enough for them and other adults around to speak on while they witnessed it happening? Or were they just rolling their eyes, shaking their heads, pretending they didn't see or hear anything, and accepting their paychecks? The complicity is disturbing and upsetting. But my feelings about parents and bystanders being complicit by not stepping up to protect innocent children and youth, or any victim for that matter, goes for every city, town, and social sector, not just Hollywood and the music industry. Do you really know your neighbors and social acquaintances? A simple Google search could yield some valuable information that you need to know. And parents, stop shirking your duties to protect your kids, even from friends and family members. Some things in life may not be preventable, but come on, some things certainly are. And I hope more and more as humans and as a society that we step up as a village to protect every kind of victim out there. Not just turn a blind eye and mumble under our breaths. The term see something, say something has never been more important than today. And we as a society need to become less desensitized and more humane. Basic human decency should be the rule, not the exception. Victims of any age or circumstance need a safe space to heal. The first step is for them to feel comfortable and empowered enough to acknowledge what has happened to them, talk about it without judgment, and easily get help to heal. It takes a village. So let's do better. So, those were my thoughts on this Thoughtful Thursday. Thanks for listening and have a great rest of your day. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe to hear upcoming podcasts. And please share with family and friends.